As for Bill Gates, I mean, he's been a target of conspiracy theory since the 80s, when Microsoft really was trying to take over the world of software engineering. And, but of course, the moment you have anybody that's powerful and has a lot of money, conspiracy theorists glom onto that. So, now Jeff Bezos has more money than Gates. So now he's becoming a target of conspiracy theories, particularly as Amazon is one of only 2 or 3 big influential online retailers. Of course, they're going to be targeted for conspiracy theories because that's normal. Conspiracy theories go after big governments, big corporations, big pharma, and so on. And by the way, big pharma, that's also rolled into this whole COVID-19 because of the pharmaceutical chemicals that we might take, like hydroxychloroquine, or the coming vaccine. And, I know you wanted to talk about vaccines because that's going to be another huge one. We need a vaccine. The COVID-19 virus, SARS-CoV-2, is not going away. I think pretty much everybody agrees on that. We're going to we'll have it forever, and it may mutate into a more moderate virus, something like the seasonal flu. But anyway, it's not going away, so we need a vaccine. Now, so then you get to this issue of security versus freedom, and people have a peculiar idea about freedom. I should be free from having to take a vaccine or having to wear a mask or whatever. But that's not what freedom means. I mean, as you well know from having studied this, Thomas Hobbes laid out the first arguments for a social contract in which we give up certain freedoms to have safety and security. So the simplest analogy I make with wearing masks or a vaccine is you're not free to drive on the opposite side of the road, right? You give up that freedom in order to be safe from drivers hitting you. And so the freedom to swing your arm ends at my nose. You're not free to do anything you want. We give up all sorts of freedoms. So I think it's just what people get used to. And the vaccine thing is also has another element to it that it's counterintuitive, that I'm going to put a little bit of poison or toxin or germs in my body, and somehow that's going to make me more protected from the more viral form of this germ. To a lot of people, that's like, what? That just doesn't sound right. Even though it works, we have over a century of data showing that this is one of the greatest inventions of all time. I don't know. I think you might have the numbers of this. How many hundreds of millions or billions of people have been saved, or at least not suffered as much from having vaccines? And yet people still feel like you can't force me to do it. I should be free to not get vaccinated. And that, that's a tough issue.